morning.
Good morning. Today is Saturday, which is our day 6. We got a little bit of a late start because we were chatting with our tenting neighbors for a little while.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Alexi.
I'm Jack.
This is actually our first backpacking trip ever, and we're planning on hiking the AT next year. So this is our preparation trip. And as you can see, we're still figuring things out.
What do you guys think of your first night?
It was amazing. Waking up to all of this beautiful nature in the morning with the cool, fresh air was the best.
Nice.
Much better than sleeping inside.
All right, guys. Well, it's nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you too. Good
Really nice guys.
Super nice. And so we got a little bit of a late start just because we got to chatting, but it's still before 9, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we both slept pretty good. How'd you sleep? I slept good.
Oh my God, I slept great. I think we were so exhausted by yesterday's 16-miler that
Yeah.
we both just passed out pretty fast. Slept through the night.
Yep. And on tap for today, we have 2 options. The first shelter is at 7 or 8 miles. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. And then there's also a tenting campsite, which is 11.9, so just under 12 miles. And we really want to push for that one because it's going to be right towards the base of Greylock. So tomorrow we would have a shorter 8-mile day to the summit of Greylock. So we really want to push for that one, but we're also hurting. I've got my first 2 blisters ever with these boots and socks. So my feet are in a little pain, and I don't want to speak for Greg, but I'm pretty sure he said every part of his body was in pain.
My knees and hips are pretty sore, but push through it. We're going to be passing through Dalton in 3 miles, and it's going to go right into town, and there is a juice bar coffee shop and a burrito shop, which is basically practically on the trail.
Right, the trail goes right through the town for 1.5 miles. Watch out, there's a big step here.
So we might just have to make a little detour and treat ourselves to something from the burrito shop and maybe some fresh juices or coffee or both or everything. Who knows? Tiger hunger setting in.
But we have to make it snappy and get right back on the trail.
Yep. All right.
So stay tuned. Just scared us.
All right, we got another railroad crossing here. We're going into town. This shot's from our brother-in-law, Doug. The Safety Train Volunteer Firefighters Association. All right, we made it to Dalton. Walking through this nice neighborhood here. Headed into town.
We're trying to get to town before it starts downpouring on us here.
All right, we're entering downtown Dalton. First is an Irish pub. Housatonic River. Juice and Java coffee shop. All right, we are treating ourselves. A couple Mediterranean sandwiches and some fresh hot tea. excited. Afternoon check-in. We just stopped for a quick break, take our packs off, have a snack. We've done almost 8 miles. We haven't filmed much.
No, we had a rain shower maybe about 3 hours ago.
Yep.
So we've been really focused and concentrated on every single step because all the leaves are off the trees here and on the ground, and it's making for a slippery ride on the trail this afternoon.
Wet leaves on wet rocks,
On
not
wet
a good
roots.
combination.
On wet moss.
We've needed both hands on the steering wheel using the trekking poles. So we haven't filmed much. And to be honest, there hasn't been much to see. You're not missing out much here. We do have a nice view supposedly coming up, so we'll definitely get that on film.
Cobblestone.
Cheshire Cobble.
Cheshire Cobble view or something like that. And we've come across a lot of day hikers today.
Yeah.
It is Saturday, but this is the most day hikers we've seen all week.
Since Sunday. Since the day we started. Yep. But the after the rain came through, temperature has dropped probably 7-8 degrees, so it's cooling off quick. But we're gonna keep on pushing. It's middle afternoon, and we've got about 4 miles to go to get to our final campsite for the night. So.
Mud. Oh, it's so pretty in here. Like nice and green.
Check this out. I don't know what kind of animal this was from. Here's the skull. That's the spine. There are some predators around here. Alright, check out this view. So right there is Mount Greylock. That's where we're headed tomorrow. So we're going to be camping to Father Time Campsite. Better read the rules here. So they have a couple bikes here that hikers can take to ride into town, free of charge. And they have plugs so you can charge all your devices. There's a picnic table and this is the row tent. Hey everyone. As you can tell, we're all bundled up.
It's supposed to get below freezing tonight. And compared to last night, which was in the 60s, it feels really cold. So I'm sleeping with all my layers, everything that I have except for my rain jacket and my rain pants. We're also sleeping with most of our belongings. So like I have all my clothes in my sleeping bag, hoping that my body keeps them warm overnight so I'm not putting on cold clothes and damp clothes in the morning. We're sleeping with all of our electronics, all of our chargers, and Greg's sleeping with our Sawyer water filters because you don't want to let those freeze. So our sleeping bags are packed full of all of our stuff, along with the 4 layers that I have on.
Yeah, but it's actually not that bad in the tent
Yes.
because it's not windy, so there's not a lot of breeze coming in.
And we're in the town of Cheshire, Mass, so we are
Cheshire.
not at high elevation.
Yeah. And so probably about 15-20 minutes after we got here,
Someone came pulling into the parking lot, and it was the Polish hermit, who is a trail angel here, and he stops in a couple times a day, in the morning and at night, to check in on all of the hikers. So he gave us Cliff Bars,
yep,
and some
beverages,
waters,
and
some gummies.
he wanted to make sure we didn't need anything else.
And then he says, "So, did you drink coffee?" And he is bringing us coffee in the morning. So thank you, Polish hermit. We're so excited.
Apparently he lives pretty close by. You just have to follow the railroad tracks, and he offered a room in his house for us to stay in as well if we needed it. He told us how to get to his house and said, come on down if you need to get out of the cold. Really, really cool guy, funny guy. Just shows that there's, really great people doing, unselfish acts all the time out here. And we're so lucky to have met someone like that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna get some sleep. We've got a big day tomorrow. We got 8 miles to the top of Greylock. It's all uphill, all 8 miles to the summit of Greylock, which is the tallest mountain in Massachusetts. So we're gonna get some shut-eye so we can get a good early start tomorrow and finish our trek. So, all right, y'all. We'll see you in the morning. Erin's going into her cocoon.